Alrighty YouTube, hello and welcome back. It's been a while, and I'd like to apologize. The last time I've actually physically touched Rat 10 has been about a month ago. Since I got it running and semi-tuned and out the garage and for its first drive around my cul-de-sac here, I've kind of just ignored it for good reason. Life just kind of took over. Sitting in my backyard over here is my Blazer, which I have described before as my daily driver. This poor thing has been banished to the backyard because its master cylinder blew up a month ago and I've neglected to fix it. So it's just kind of hanging out back here with my Jimmy and another project car I bought a while ago that may or may not even see the light of day. And since then, I've been daily driving Farmy, which now has a blue box on the back of it. There wasn't anything inherently wrong with the red box that was on it. This one just has way less rust on it, and my buddy needed to get rid of it, so I took it off him, and I've been driving it like this since. And since we're talking about Farmy, I've done a few other things. I'm preparing to do work to that thing too. I still have the Jegs EFI kit that needs to go on it. I have realized that the engine in it, which is like a 1980 305, doesn't actually make enough horsepower for this EFI kit to run it. So off camera, me and my dad have a 350 in his garage that we're kind of just setting up to be better than the 305 so that this can actually do decently on that. And then I've been collecting a bunch of parts to lower it. This is the master cylinder for the Blazer that I've neglected to do. These are 3-inch Beltec drop leafs, part number 5954. These are 2-inch Beltec drop spindles. These are 3-inch aluminum blocks and U-bolts. And then I also have a set of 4-inch steel blocks because Farmy is going to be slammed to the ground eventually. The goal is maybe 7 inches in the back, 6 to 7 inches, and then 2 to 3 more up front, whatever levels it out, because the V8 that's in there obviously weighs those 4-cylinder springs down a little bit. And then the wheels are gonna leave it eventually so that I can replace them for these guys, which are hanging out in my living room. These are a set of 14-inch snowflakes. I've been told they're from a Grand Prix, not a Trans Am, because they're 14x6s. What do I have on here? 215/60 14s. BF Goodrich white letter tires, so I'm saving those to put on it eventually, you know, when I actually get around to doing the Farmy project. Apologies going on a little bit of a rant, but that's what I've been up to. And then apart from Farmy, I did take some time off work too. I was hoping to do work to Rat 10, but I kind of just decided to take that time off from everything, including social media. I haven't posted a TikTok in weeks. I don't think I've uploaded a YouTube video in like a month. I apologize. And I just got back, and I'm hopefully trying to get into doing something to this silly truck. I say I've done nothing to it, which is a little bit of a lie, because you can see on the back here, my sending unit is sitting on top of the fuel tank. To make a long story longer, the lowering parts that I have here, the leaf springs and the blocks, I got off of a buddy. He dropped them off and I was gonna show Rat 10 running because he's a local friend who follows me on social media and he's never heard this thing run in person. So here I go trying to fire it up for him and the fuel pump doesn't work. So I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Figured that maybe it just happened to die. That didn't end up being the case. If you put 12 volts to this pump, it still runs, but with the turn of the key in the computer, it wasn't kicking in the fuel pump. So I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And it turns out that right here, you can actually see the wires on the sending unit are kind of pooched. This little pass-through connector is failed internally and is not powering the fuel pump. So I've been meaning to order a sending unit. I haven't ordered one mainly because I didn't want to wait. And then I ignored ordering it like 2 weeks ago when I could have had it by now. That's my fault. I literally took 2 weeks off of life because life is overwhelming. It happens. Again, I apologize. It has me kind of curious that maybe as it was running, the fuel pump was cutting in and out, because a couple times in some of our trial runs, it would seemingly run fine and then it would just die for absolutely no reason. So if that is truly being a problem, that's a big thing, because tuning for that is impossible. Anyways, let's go see if I actually have one in my shed that'll work. First of all, I just want to take a rough measurement of this tank and see if it's even anywhere close. Okay, so it is about 10 inches. Let's go venture to my backyard. What I'm after though is way back there. I don't know if you can see with the light, but this is a tank that was originally from Rat 10. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks like it's too tall. Yeah, I think it is too. Well, never mind, that sending unit's not gonna work. Well, I am kind of shit out of luck then, because I just measured the tank on Farmy, which is a 40-liter tank. The one I have in the shed is a 75, and it's the same thickness. Who would have guessed that Blazers have a specific sending unit? Ah, God, I should have ordered that weeks ago. Ah, that's lame. Well, what better content than shopping for Rock Auto parts? Oh, this is really what I'm doing for YouTube content, isn't it? rockauto.com. Boom, Chevy. We'll go with an 88 because it's the same thing. Blazer, oh, that's a full size. S10 Blazer with a 4.3, just like the one I have. Fuel and air, fuel sending unit. Hooey, wholesaler clear out, 41 bucks for a 20-gallon tank. That is, yeah, it's a 75-liter tank, that's right. I am not smart today. Why the hell does that one cost $197 though? Add to cart. Boom, cart. All right, well, Rock Auto says I can have it by Tuesday, July 12th. Shipping is a grand total of 27 bucks, so for $72, which I could have ordered a week ago when I actually pulled that out of the tank when I had a week off from work. I don't know why I didn't. All right, cool. We have a fuel sending unit coming. Sorry, there's nothing getting done to Rat 10 this week. Oh well. Well, I guess let's go do the master cylinder in the Blazer then. What the hell? Oh, figures. This is the life of owning 4 ship boxes. I didn't know the parking brake in this actually worked. Alright, so you might be wondering how the hell do I know that the master cylinder has actually failed? Yeah, I don't think you can see it anymore, but all this back here is collected from brake fluid leaking out of the back, which means somewhere internally this thing has said goodbye and it has caused all of the fluid to just disappear. So yeah, let's change this damn thing. Oh, these are tight, boys. Holy. Okay, I'm actually kind of surprised that came off of there. Okay, get this guy out of the way. It should just kind of, pop off and make a mess. Funnily enough, looking at the old one, I figured the seal was blown out here, but it actually seems intact. I think our problem is the reservoir was just leaking out of here. Or I have a bigger issue somewhere and I just can't find it. Either way, I have the new part, so let's go ahead and change it. All right, so we can just slap this right back in place. Right? Wrong. We need to do a bench bleed, which is fun because I don't think I have lines to do it. All we need is to have this thing held. Okay, I got some fittings here. These guys can just get screwed into their respective ports. Well, that's just fantastic. My GoPro just decided to crash mid-recording. It does it every once in a while. The little LED light will stay on and I'll be too caught up in what I'm doing to notice, and I did the whole bleeding procedure. So the way this usually goes is you put your lines into your fluid so that it can't redraw air back into the system. You take a screwdriver and you sit here and you go push all the way in, and it'll spew a whole bunch of air bubbles out of those 2 little clear lines. And you let it all the way out. And then you rinse and repeat until you don't see any more air come out of this damn thing, and then it's all done. Wish that my GoPro wouldn't have crashed. Now that you missed all of that, it's ready to install, so... Okay, let's go put it back in. Okay, I can almost guarantee I'm going to need to bleed the brakes, but to humor myself, I'll put the lid on and see how the pedal feels. You know what? I've honestly felt worse brake pedals from working vehicles, so I think for now I'm just going to leave it, because I don't really need to drive this damn thing anytime soon. Cool. Brakes are done. I ignored that for a month. Okay, let's go see how that actually drives. Okay, the brakes fixing this thing definitely need bled. I much prefer to do that with 2 people, so I'm gonna wait until I have some help. I think that's where I'm gonna leave today's video as well. I know it was simple. I just wanted to give an update as to what the hell I've been doing recently. I know it was short and simple, but we shall be getting into fixing Rat 10 here soon once the sending unit shows up this following Tuesday. It's currently Friday, so I'm gonna edit this video so I can get it out for you guys to see just what I've been up to. While I'm waiting for parts for Rat 10 to show up, I might actually start doing some stuff to Farmy, so stay tuned for that. It's coming soon. Anyways, I apologize for the wait and the delay and me just kind of disappearing. I hope you're excited because Rat 10's first official maiden voyage hopefully is coming pretty soon. Hopefully, that's all I can kind of say. Anyways, thanks for watching.